Lust has been around since the beginning of time. Social media is new, but together, they're like gasoline in a match. Meet Delroy Lust, a married Christian man who loves God, loves his wife, and absolutely cannot stop scrolling. And somewhere between just checking one thing and suggested for you, things got complicated.
I am so convicted. I'm not sure what to do. I love my wife, but I got a problem with social media. Lust seems to be getting the best of me. But you know, a friend of mine told me about this relationship expert who happens to be a psychologist by the name of Dr. B.T. Thomas. Perhaps I should go make an appointment with him. Maybe he can help me. Hello, doctor! Glad to meet you. The name is Dr. Booker Thomas Tully, but you can call me BT. Excuse me, sir. I'm not a doctor. I work as a janitor at the chicken plant. Oh, my bad. Lay down on the couch and let's talk about why you're here today.
I don't understand why these shrinks always want you to lay down on the couch. For what?
Well, BT, it all started a few months ago. Wait a minute. Let's start with your childhood, sir.
Look here, BT. My childhood ain't the problem. It's my adulthood, that doggone social media, and that darn lust. That's the issue.
Okay, Doc, here's my story. Now, for as long as I can remember, I've always loved myself a pretty face. Which basically means that I've had this problem with lust all of my life. But this thing has really come to a head. What's been going on is that I've been going on TikTok. And when you go on TikTok, unlike some of the other social platforms, they just, these beautiful women just pop up. And when they pop up, oftentimes they're not wearing very much, or they're saying some sexually provocative things. And when I see that, then what I do, I go and look at their profile.
Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Lust is like a moth to a flame, except the flame fits in your pocket. Come on, be honest. Can anyone relate?
And if I see, when I click on the link, if I see something that says fans only, a link, now I don't go so far as to click on that, and pay money to see these women. But if I see that they have a fans only page, and what I'll do is that I'll look at their Twitter page if they have one, because I know on Twitter, they're going to be showing more skin.
Good Christ told Moses, man. This dude has a real problem. D.L. Lust. He certainly has the right name, doesn't he? Good grief. He needs some help. And fast.
Before you judge Delroy, let me ask you something. Have you ever opened social media with good intentions and somehow ended up somewhere you never planned to be?
Yeah, many of us have. Than what I could possibly see on TikTok. So, or Instagram for that matter. So when I go on Twitter, I'm able to see, in most cases, some pretty risque stuff. Some of the stuff, to be honest with you, is borderline pornography, if not pornography. And I don't like how this is making me feel, because what this thing is doing to me, Doc, is that it is putting these mental images in my head that I can't really get these women out of my head. And then when I go home to my wife, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, well, gee, my wife's not as pretty as these young women that I'm looking at. The bodies these women have, my wife don't have a body quite like that.
I remember having a problem with sexual social media addiction. All those big booties and bodacious tatas. It almost drove me crazy, man. Oh my goodness. Honey traps all over the joint. I had to stop in part due to my heart condition. You see, my heart couldn't stand all that excitement. Plus, I knew it was wrong.
And, and when I see some of these other, like I say, very graphic videos, I'm thinking, well, gee, I don't have that in my marriage. And it just kind of makes me, a little bit distant from my wife. So I realize now that I got a problem. So I need some help, Doc. So that's why I'm in here to talk to you today. So I'm really hoping that we can get some answers, because I need some, and fast. Listen, BT, with that being said, I know I have a problem.
Social media just doesn't tempt you randomly, it studies you. It knows when you're weakest, what you pause on, and exactly how long before self-control logs out. Conviction? Keep watching.
Yeah.
Delroy didn't fall because social media is evil. He fell because he thought he was strong enough to play with fire. And what did Mama always say? If you play with fire, you're going to get burned.
Listen, as a Christian, I don't feel real good about what I'm doing. But is it really a sin, Doc?
I mean, it's not like I'm cheating on my wife or anything.
If this made you laugh, good. If it made you feel uncomfortable, even better. Because freedom doesn't start with filters, it starts with honesty. But don't worry, God has a way out.
Good Christ told Moses, man, you've got a big problem. This is above my pay grade, but I know someone who can help you out. He's called the Note to Self guy. Okay, so how do I contact him? Give me a second, mister. I'll get him for you. This guy's a quack. Hi, DL. I'm Daniel Talley, the Note to Self guy. Listen, let me tell you something. The temptation of lust is one of the devil's most powerful weapons, as it casts such a wide net from politicians to pastors to YouTube influencers and everybody in between. So listen, pal, you're not alone. Let me make you aware of something. Lusting after a woman is a sin. You know, in Matthew 5:28, Jesus said that a man who lusts after a woman has already committed adultery with her in his heart. The Bible is God's instruction manual for all of mankind. And you know, when Jesus quotes something directly, we really ought to listen up. And let us not forget the devil's modus operandi.
Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. 1 Peter 5:8.
Yo, DL, he will accomplish this by any means necessary. And think about it. The devil knows that we have a sinful nature. And what does he do? He offers us a garden of earthly delights. So with that being said, what does he do? On social media, he parades these fine women in front of us wearing little or next to nothing. And brother, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Speaking of social media, the God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. 2 Corinthians 4:4.
The devil is the God of this world, and I believe he has control over social media and how it impacts the world system. That certainly would explain the dark side of social media and how the devil uses it to destroy relationships.
For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world. 1 John 2:16.
You see, DL, our eyes are the window to our souls. You know, we should closely monitor what we allow our eyes to see, because sometimes when you see some stuff, you can't unsee it. It's kind of like seeing an elephant or a hippopotamus poop. When you see that, there's no going back, because that it will be permanently ingrained up in here. DL, let me talk to you, brother. These images of these scantily dressed women that you've been putting in your mind have a long shelf life. Lust has a progressive appetite. It hungers for more and greater abundance. And you know, if left unchecked, lust can lead to a pornography addiction, and it can also lead to adultery of the belly rubbing kind. If there's anybody out there suffering from a lust addiction, then I got some homework for you. I've created several videos about lust. And I really believe that if you watch them, they will help you out. They are called Social Media, Sexual Media, Is Lust Your Middle Name? Porn, What They Don't Tell You, and How to Cure a Porn Addiction. I will leave links in the description page for all these videos. So when you have an opportunity, check them out. Thanks, Note to Self Guy. I'll check out those videos. But let me ask you a question. Are you really a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on YouTube. Well, you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll chat with you later. All I know is that I better just get one bill. I don't want a bill from that quack Dr. BT and a bill from the Note to Self guy.
Be sure to share this video with a friend, mister.